Push it now. Okay, here you go. From Ubud, Bali, we wish you all Happy New Year's! Oh, we should ping like that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I want the sound effect
Yeah,
after.
yeah. From Ubud, Bali, we wishing you Happy New Year!
Yay!
Yo, what's up, Bali? How you guys doing? Bali is requesting to Jakarta as the island for quarantine. So as a quarantine island, can you imagine it? Bali as a quarantine island? What does it mean? So watch this video until the end. My name is Soki Misa, I'm your host in Bali. This is condition of Ubud on December 31st, 2021. I think it's pretty busy. There's some foreigners, but there's more domestic tourists. And to go to Bali, it's still possible for those country which is not in the 13th country that banned to come to Indonesia. All you gotta do just have the B211A visa, fully vaccinated, have a negative PCR test, and then do the quarantine, which is now is 10 days quarantine. So after your quarantine in Jakarta, then fly to Bali with the domestic flight. And also you need to have health insurance, which cover also sickness from COVID. And of course, register in Peduli Lindungi, which is you need it when you go to the public space. Like what I did when I went to mall to see the movie with my son. You can just click here, somewhere there, in my previous video. So, how about Bali as a quarantine island? Well, this is actually proposed by the Association of Business Owner in tourism industry. So they're proposing 5 points. So the first point that they're proposing, that the Association of Business Owner in the tourism industry in Bali proposing, one, easing in the process of e-visa. If it's possible, reopen the visa on arrival, at least for the countries which has a low risk of COVID. And number two, no quarantine for international travelers who has already fully vaccinated, have a negative PCR test. And at least if no quarantine is not possible yet, they're requesting to apply the quarantine zone, which actually is already prepared by the government. Government back then in June or in May, they already prepared the 3 green zone in Bali, like Ubud, Nusa Dua, and Sanur. So the association wondering, why don't we just use that green zone as the quarantine? So even the international travelers needed to be quarantined for 14 days, but at least that 14 days, they don't stuck in one room. They still can move, go to the cafe maybe, or go to the beach or whatever, as long as still in the dead zone. So for instance, if the international tourists choose Sanur as their quarantine zone, so they can still go to the beach, they can go to the cafe, go to the restaurant, etc. They don't stuck in only one small room for 14 days. So that was this association request. Just use the green zone that's been prepared. I mean, they said just continue the project. Just like what happened in Thailand with that Phuket. Phuket is the quarantine zone for Thailand. So travelers cannot leave Phuket before the 14 days. And number 3 is change the flight regulation. At the moment, the 19 countries that can go to Bali must use the direct flight. That is not possible. Like for instance, let's take one country from that 19 countries. Let's take Sweden. If must be direct flight from Sweden, how many passengers do you think that airplane can carry from Sweden direct to Bali? It won't cover the cost. What the association requests is the airplane must allow to do some transit in some countries before go to Bali. There's another example. One country in these 19 countries is the Liechtenstein. As we all know, Liechtenstein doesn't have an airport. How can they can go direct flight from Liechtenstein to Bali if it doesn't even have an airport? They have to go to Switzerland first and then go to Bali, if there's any direct flight from Swiss to Bali. But if not, how about if the flight have to stop over in Abu Dhabi or in Dubai? And it's related to number 4, their request to add more countries in that 19 countries. I mean, do some more evaluation from other countries. I mean, 19 countries is not enough. even Thailand have 64 countries, if I'm not mistaken, allowed to go directly to Thailand. We only have 19 countries. That's what the association asked, if possible, to add some more countries which can go to Bali. So it doesn't need to stop in Jakarta, but can go directly to Bali. And for number 5, travelers is required to have health insurance, right? And right now, the value needed to be covered in that insurance is 100,000 US dollars. So the association requests to lower that value. I mean, at least like 50,000 US dollars. So the association think that the 100,000 US dollars is too high. So they're requesting to cut half, like 50,000 US dollars. So that's 5 points that the association requests to Jakarta. So what do you think about this proposal? I think this is a very good proposal, but I think the timing is not good. You know why? Because right now, Jakarta, the central government, is still busy thinking how to minimize this Omicron, which is a global issue right now. I mean, while they're thinking about adding up the quarantine day from right now is 10, they're thinking to adding up to 14 to stop this Omicron by really minimum people can get into Indonesia. And this proposal is requesting no quarantine, zero quarantine. So it's the opposite. I don't know. We never know. Especially when now it's New Year's and if everybody wishing the same thing. This is a very special video. You know why? Because I shoot this on the 31st of December. I mean on the last day of 2021. But you're gonna watch it on the first day of 2022 in January. Because I'm gonna upload this tomorrow on the 1st of January. So right now I'm in 2021, but you're gonna watch it next year in 2022.
Hello!
Push it now. Okay. From Ubud, Bali, wishing all Happy New Year's! Oh, we should ping like that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I have the sound effect
Yeah,
after.
yeah. From Ubud, Bali, we're wishing you Happy New Year!